What up, what up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, let me bring that in. Let me bring that in, Rose. Oh, no. Let me clean this up first. I'm really mad I can't use this and just duplicate. I like the little duplicate. I like to see the screen. You know what I'm gonna do? Duplicate for the first few seconds. Then we're gonna pop back to the second screen on. So let me do that. That's all I need. Look how ghetto it looks. Let's go duplicate. All right. We gotta turn back on my stuff. Oh, I don't need to show the keyboard. Oh. Right? Did that right? There we go. What up, Wolf? How you feeling this beautiful morning? Oh, I gotta go to options. You gotta go to... Oh, yeah. Mute the TV. Or at least turn it down a lot. Switch to the... feeling good, feeling good. That's great to hear. How you, any plans for today? Let's see. TikTok live. All right. Okay, so we at 28 right now, right? Let's just go back to, let's like literally right now, let's go back to just not duplicating and just going to second screen only. And let's see where it kick up to. That didn't change much. Didn't change much, that one. Church. Gotcha. Okay. I'm loving my Xbox Ally, but I want to upgrade to the X. I'll just love what you got, man. I mean, you could upgrade, but I mean, it depends on the games you playing, really. I can honestly spend a whole year. Why is it at 3840 by 2160? That's the problem right there. What they doing? That's weird. But yeah, I could spend like a year just playing games that probably didn't come out in the last 4 years. Like I can literally spend a year playing games I already got and not be okay. So it just really depends on what you're playing, man. I treat these handhelds like backlog finishers. I don't really want to play games that just came out on them anyway. So if you're playing games, you know, that makes sense to play on it, you can get a lot more mileage out of them, and you'll be a lot less disappointed all the time. I play almost everything I play smoothly, but I want the graphics to improve, I guess. Oh, okay. Wolfpack jumped. Oh, you jumped, you jumped chats. I have that and I love it. Gotcha. Okay. Well, we're about to go ahead and take a look at Metal Eden today. Across the Legion Go S, the Xbox LAX and the Legion Go 2. See if we can get some decent settings out of here. I don't know, sure why it hasn't actually gotten better in performance, because we literally just gave it a lot of performance back. We're gonna turn off. Oh, I guess we can't turn it off. We can just turn it. Oh no, I think we can. Upscale mode to. We're gonna turn it off for now. If we need to, we'll go to TSR. Enjoy, bro. Gotta go. Keep it up. Appreciate you stopping in for a sec. Have a good one, man. Enjoy your day. Now, why is it at 20 now? Oh, weird stuff happening here. Oh, CPU boost is on. We need to turn that off. Let's go to options. We're gonna have to restart. I think something's, I don't know why it's like stuck at 20. Very strange behavior. All right, let's go ahead and hit play. Appreciate the follow, Wolfpack. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's try this again. Would there be any reason for it to be at 19? Let's just start a new game.
Earth.
Oh, there you go.
Our protective shell became a deadly
It's very
trap.
weird.
It got too small and we wouldn't stop growing. We had to get out.
I'm back, but I'm on
challenged
TikTok.
the
Appreciate the
stars,
follow,
but they were beyond our
Wolfpack.
reach. It would seem that, as a species, we have finally reached our limit. Until now. Introducing the core. Using the latest advancements in biotechnology, we can digitize.
Appreciate that follow, man. Thank you.
Consciousness, resilience, empathy, and store it in secure psyche units. Cores. Enter the era of portable population.
It's a new game? No, this ain't new. I got it for it came out.
We build Mobius.
I think Metal Eden came out last year, if I'm not mistaken. I was playing it on my
The future citizens
what was I playing this on?
completion.
Yeah, it came out in 2025.
We have finally
But it's I was playing a demo on my PS5. It's only like $20
Thus,
right now. I think I got it on loaded.com for like $8. Yeah. It's not bad. I wanted to try it out and I never did. So I ended up picking it up. But it's like a they was calling it like Girl Doom. Basically it's a female lead, but it's like Doom gameplay-esque. With its own little spin on it, of course. But that's what it is. Why am I at 34 frames? Yeesh. They need the upscaling, huh? Really do. Alright. We might have to turn on upscaling a little bit. Can't run in that raw performance. It is an Unreal Engine game, so that's expected. The game is called Metal Eden. Metal Eden. We're gonna go to our normal 69%. Ooh. Let's try FSR real quick. We're gonna go quality. See what performance we get. Oh, that's not bad, especially for and it looks a little cleaner. Okay. But it's still a little like, you know, weird looking. But this is 20 TDP. We want to make sure we can get to a decent performance at 20. Oh, you could do a double jump, I forgot. Oh snap, you got the LIX. I been had this LIX. Hope, where you been? What handheld PC you like the most? Dude, I'm still go with my Legion Go 2. I got this one when it was on sale. Thinking of getting it. Oh, you got one too, Hope? Yeah, nice. Nice, it's nice for sure.
Look at you. Hyper unit's first baby steps.
But I had this for like
Jump.
4 months now, Hope. So I've been putting some content up on the YouTube channel if you want to check that out. Like optimizations and stuff for it. First impressions. I still ain't did a review, which is crazy to me. Like, I just haven't had time, but I literally talk about it like every week. So I figured if somebody really needed to know my opinion, they would already have it by now. I need to do a formal review. Obviously help the channel grow. Stuff like that, etc., etc. Linux or Windows? This is Windows digital. I put stickers all over it. Hopefully not on the fans. But yeah. The Xbox LIX is like the most basic of the one, but same thing with the Legion Go 2. I'm happy I'm someone that just enjoys mute colors. Like I like my whole little setup is just black and white. It's not like it's some I don't do too much color, so I'm okay with the handhelds. But I think the Legion Go S is the first one that's a different, and then the Xbox Ally being white, of course. The Legion Go S is the only one with like the purple hue, and then the MSI Claw obviously coming out. That one's purple as well. Not very stylistic. No, just the front half.
This hyper unit was destroyed during the last run. Never a pleasant.
Can you help me? I can't get my AMD to work on my Legion Go Extreme. That sounds like when I first, started when, basically at first, or you might have just upgraded your drivers and you might have did it through the Xbox thing, but maybe you didn't. I'm assuming you didn't. If you first starting it up, sometimes AMD won't work until you download the official drivers from Lenovo. And then once you download the official drivers, usually AMD automatically populates to work. But sometimes the drivers that Windows installs don't actually be the drivers you need. So first try Legion Space and see if it'll update it for you by itself. And if it doesn't do that and you still can't use AMD, go to the official Lenovo website and download the drivers. That should fix your problem. Okay. Yeah, this was the one where they kept saying like it's like almost like the controls weren't tight or like tight enough. It was like a little weird floaty, a little too floaty. Like it wasn't snapping. Like how Doom's is a little bit more snappy. But what I played, honestly, I liked. So no problem, Win. No problem. Since I bought my Xbox, I didn't go back to playing on my desktop. Really, I mean, yeah, the convenience factor of a handheld always is going to it's like, it's such a, a good feeling to be able to just take your games anywhere you go. So that's really like the biggest value add for any handheld is just like I can take my games wherever I'm going. I don't need no big old setup. I don't need no extra controller. I don't need none of that. All I need is this handheld, and I can really play a lot of my games. So it's a big win for sure. That's why it's like always super important to one, set proper expectations for what you're gonna actually be playing, but then also battery life. Optimize for battery life, because it's like I can take it on the go, but only got 30 minutes. Like, that's trash.
I'm not going to lie to you. I despise delusive content.
Survival rating dropped to 0.554%.
As hard as I
The
try.
Xbox Ally X is bad for $1,000. Just get a laptop. Nah, laptops to me it feel like it's a dated format. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not that it's not good. It's just like it's a dated format, in my opinion. And I like laptops. I mean, you can still do work on them, but for me, like leisure item, like actually something I go out and buy, I ain't buying a laptop. That format is cooked. It's not as mobile as one would like, and you can probably get away with just carrying a handheld if you really need to do some work. But again, you probably have to take a second monitor, all this extra stuff. So a laptop still has a purpose, and especially if you're like a business class individual that, you know, kind of travels a lot. But for anybody sitting at home and just wanting to have something additional for luxury to play games, ain't no way I'm buying a laptop. They can send me one. I can test one. I don't see the purpose no more. I want to play something mobile. It's probably not going to be no AAA game. That's what I save my surround sound, my OLED, big screen. Like, I'm saving that for that. I ain't playing nothing that's like, oh, I need to be looking at all the graphical fidelity. I wouldn't even play Black Flag on this resync. It just doesn't make sense to me. But I get people that just want to be able to play their game. I'm not saying I wouldn't test it. It's just not my personal opinion, I suppose. Everybody has their personal opinion. Oh, I kill him. Oh, I gotta extract this thing. But first I gotta take one and then blow him up. Oh, there we go. Hold L to consume more. Consume more active makes it a super punch. Oh. Oh, you can do a super punch. Man, I just want a power wash on the go. Exactly. You don't need that much for that. Exactly. I was playing Devil May Cry 4. You know, you play those types of games that actually are fun and enjoyable, but you've already experienced it. Like, I wouldn't be playing nothing I haven't experienced yet, unless it's like an indie or I don't know. It really couldn't be something like I never fire up no GTA 6. The first time playing it on here, I wouldn't fire up Death Stranding 2 first time playing on here. Like, all those games are like, that's like watching the Odyssey on your phone. That's dead. I just seen the Odyssey. Great movie, by the way. Great movie, by the way. Who went to go see the Odyssey? Did anybody enjoy the Odyssey as much as I did? Did y'all have gripes Any gripes with the Odyssey? I never read the books. I never saw a movie before it. I honestly, I was putting two and two together as I was watching it. Like, is this like Assassin's Creed Odyssey stuff in this? I had no clue. Loved it. Like, I had no clue at all. I didn't even know it was based off Greek mythology. I was like, oh, it's new Christopher Nolan. Let me go check it out. Had no clue about nothing. Loved it. All I knew was Christopher Nolan did it. That was it. That was it. That was it. Went to go see it by myself on a whim and loved it. I was for sure not gonna make time for it. This running terrible. Yeah, it is. It keep on it's like spiking everywhere. It's like it's multiple spikes. I don't know if it's shader compilation. It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't spiking, but yeah, it's like literally spiking every 5 seconds. And I'm in the same room. I was wondering if it was going to stop. It's not stopping. So I'm not sure what's happening here, to be honest. Obviously, I got to kill this guy, but and they want me to use this consumed punch. But I really thought it was going to stop. Bro. And it's only on like medium settings. I mean, I guess I'm right now. I'm at 89%. I'm at 89% utilization at 20 TDP. Am I maxing it? No, but it still runs. It's still running weirdly, and it was enemies there. So I think the next thing I'm gonna do is just verify again that me doing my duplication isn't causing like a issue. So we're at 62 right now, because that can cause issues too. If I'm duplicating versus just running it on the second screen, and we could just pull in the full view. And turn off auto SR. Why is it on? I mean, it was impacting utilization. It was at 80, now it's at like 92. And we're sitting at like 64. So let's see if that was causing issues with spikes as well. So let's go to the next area. Appreciate the follow, Hope.
I don't mean to discourage you.
Can you cap it to 30? Yeah, you can cap it to 30.
So I suppose your best will have to suffice.
I'll build a spaceship for 1700. Ain't no way. Oh, I can dodge in there. Okay. Oh, it's still spiking. They ain't got no health. What? Let me see what I can do here. Appreciate the follow. Is that Tweeve? Appreciate you, man. Shawnee, thank you. Appreciate you. Let's try to change these settings, because this run like dog water. Not gonna lie, it's pretty bad. We got a lot of stuff disabled. So I'm not really sure why it's running so poorly. Let's go to TSR and see if we can boost it up to like 85%. Because we had 720p already, dude. I'm trying to figure out where the spikes are coming from, but clearly there's some issues here. And I mean, we're now at 94% utilization, but we're not at 100. And we're going to test this on the Legion Go S as well. So we're going to be able to compare a Z1 Extreme 32 gigs to a Z2 Extreme 32 gigs with the Legion Go 2 and just swap out the operating system. And I have a sneaky suspicion that it's going to run better. Shader compilations are going to be out the way, but for the other portion of it as well. So let's see. We'll see, but it's just been the way it's been going. So we're going to switch right after this one, just so we can like go to the Legion Go 2 and then get to the, because we want to just restart the game again so we can just go to the same spots. I don't know if it's on, I don't know if it got a benchmark. We might check for a benchmark after too. I don't think it got one. Dang. Rip fork. Okay. Punch him. Okay. Did you not have something for me? I need bullets. Okay, my stuff is on cooldown, but if I kill something, I get more, right? Yeah. If I punch something, how much I get? What is this? Oh. Bullet pour out. There we go. I don't have anything, or is it because it overheated? Oh, it's an overheat mechanic. It's not a bullet mechanic. Okay. Let's tweak it. Seemed like I don't know if it's how true it is yet, but it seems as if the well, no, it's not steady. I was thinking like maybe TSR was a little bit more steady than the other, but it doesn't seem that way. Again, we're gonna run this back, same little area, hit a new game once we finish this little spot. If I can get him, if I can pull a core out real quick. There we go. Punch you. There we go. Yeah, buddy, jump out of here.
Target's down.
All right, target's down. This was a terrible, performance here. Sorry, it just is. We had 20 TDP. Really was just off, fluctuating all over the place. It only gets steady when enemies aren't available. It's not a good thing. So let's move to the Legion Go 2. Don't let me not forget to switch my little label. Anybody went to go see the Odyssey? Nobody answered me when I asked that question. Nobody. I ain't seen nobody say I seen it. It's trash. It was good. Y'all just been asking me questions. I ain't seen nobody give an opinion on the Odyssey. I know one of y'all had to go see it. All right. You good? Yeah. We gotta go here. Nobody went to go see it. Cool. I ain't answering no questions till somebody tell me their opinion on the Odyssey, the movie. That's GG's. Now I'm up. Now y'all got me upset. I know y'all heard me ask 2 times now. 2 times, monkey. 2 times, Rayanne. 2 times. What up, Oliver? How you feeling, man? Mm-mm. The Odyssey movie is so good. Okay, nice. Yeah, I was able to go see it yesterday. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It was as you say, absolute cinema. Really good movie. Is it worth it? Is the Legion Go 2 worth it? At $2,000? What you asking, Logan? Is the movie The Odyssey worth it? Odyssey is alright, to be honest. Actors decent, but kind of long. Yeah, it was 2 hours and like 50 minutes. That's true. That's facts. But I didn't feel like I noticed it until like when they started making me. Well, I ain't gonna spoil it, but it was like towards the end. That's when I started to feel like, all right, y'all need to move this along a little, a little bit. That's when I started to feel it. If you can get one for 500. I guess that's still a little bit more. It's like eight. What's that like? Uh, like yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Then 600. I was thinking. So I mean, yeah, but it's crazy. Are you talking about the 32 gig 1 terabyte? Because that's the one I'm talking about. They put everything on low. We just had medium settings. We didn't do no real like customization. We had Unreal, and we were at 85%. Oh, it's at 720. Again, I guess that makes sense, but I'm surprised it doesn't look weird. Because we got to do it at 1280 by 8 until we switch to the other one, but this is at 25 TDP, so we got to switch it down to 20. I really don't like the Legion space stuff. I really prefer the I 100% prefer the screen on here, but I really prefer the software on the Legion. I mean, on this ally. All right, campaign. We're gonna just start a new one. Normal.
Earth, our cradle, our protective shell.
Appreciate you
became a
liking the
deadly
stream,
trap.
King Slime.
It got too small and we wouldn't stop growing.
Go to is
We had to get
expensive.
out.
Well, Logan, just to answer your
Challenged the
question
stars, but they were
again,
beyond our reach. It would seem
I don't
that
think
as
it's
a
worth it at
species,
the
we
USD
have
price that
finally
you're
reached
currently
our
having to
limit.
pay.
Until
If
now.
it was still
Introducing the
$13.50,
core. Using
I
the
would
latest
say it was
advancements in
justified just
biotechnology,
because
we
of
can
the
digitize
OLED
what makes us
screen.
human.
But
Creativity,
with
consciousness,
Legion Go
resilience,
2, you spend so
empathy,
much time
stored in
trying to
secure
make the
psyche
perfect
units,
device,
cores.
while others you just
Enter
pick
the
up and
era of
play.
portable
Like,
population.
I had to buy these
On the
things
far
right here
side
to
of the
make it
universe,
comfortable. I had to
we
buy
found a
these
place
to
to
make
start
my
again.
precision a little bit
We
more
built
clear, a little
Oasis,
floaty.
an orbital
I had
city
to
way above planet Vulcan.
I
There, stored
honestly, to
securely
get
in
the most
cores,
performance out the
future
device,
citizens await
I would
its
literally have to
completion.
ditch Legion
Free of past
or Legion Go
limitations,
or
we have finally
Lenovo and
conquered
switch to
time and
Steam
space. With
to
core
get the most performance out of the
technology, we
device,
rendered
because the
human life
software
cycle
that they have
obsolete.
provided will never get us there.
Thus, Project Eden began.
It's too much I have to do to make this device great. Whereas other devices, you just pick them up and play, and they got good software. They got people behind it that's really gonna care about the device. So it's just like you're losing so much by picking this up, but it's still worth it because it's the best hardware in my opinion. Hardware, as in like most RAM, best screen, and overall more functional options. You know, you can literally just use it as a pseudo switch with like the ability to pull off the controllers. If a controller breaks, you can replace it. I just think the hardware is unique enough. Why am I at 35?
Locate defunct hyperunit. Restore core ripper function.
But yeah, it's a lot of things you gotta do to make it worth it, in my opinion. I mean, other people can have a different opinion of that, of course. But just get the OS as the baby version, to be honest. If it has this, yeah, that's the one we're going to be testing next. I would get that. I would 100% recommend that. Only ones I recommend today is the Xbox Ally, not even the X, and the Legion Go S Z1 Extreme 32 gigs. But I think that the Z1 Extreme 32 gig Legion Go S has out. It's now become too. It has gotten to a place where it's not as affordable as it once was. So you'll have to think about that. Like, I bought that at $650. You're not going to get that like for $650 today. You might be able to get it for $8, which isn't bad because it's still as performative as the Z2 Extreme, but it just got Z. It's just, unless, I mean, it's as performative as Z2 Extreme with Windows than Z1 Extreme with SteamOS. So Z1 Extreme with SteamOS versus the Z2 Extreme with Windows, they're both equivalent in my opinion. Sometimes one outpacing the other.
POC weaponry unlocked.
Why is the performance so bad? Oh, Alaverse, I didn't even get back to your question. My bad, G. Did you see the MSI Claude? I have. I've seen it. I have seen the benefits of it, and I have seen the shortcomings. I have seen it though. That on your list, Alaverse?
Hyper unit in range.
This hyper unit was destroyed during the last run. Never a pleasant look.
I sold my rogue ally because of incompatibility issues and will not install most Windows games.
Need to endure.
Establishing connection. Core
Interesting.
Ripper active. Hyper unit is mission
Never
go.
seen that one.
Well done, Aska. Now you're complete.
Warning. ISC units inbound.
Bring these clouds.
All right, we're gonna switch back to just duplication. I mean, to remove duplication, just to make sure, see if there's any additional performance kit here. But we're already at 94%, so I'm assuming we're at where it's gonna be. But we'll see. I'm gonna switch once they stop this. All right, let's just do the non-duplication. Second screen only. It might also gain some performance back just due to the fact that it's 720p now. So if we go to options, we can switch that back to 720p. The aspect is off though, right? Okay, now it's normal. Never mind. Can you play Dota 2? I'm sure you can run it. I'm not sure how well. Could be, but for 17.99 is better than Legion Go 2 when it comes to performance. Oh yeah.
Vertical run activated.
Definitely a step in the right direction for sure, Alverse.
The road we walk is paved by those who shared this dream before me. And even
Competition
more
is always good.
by those who wanted to oppose it. I'm not going to lie to you. I despise delusive content above all.
Survival rating dropped to 0.554%.
As hard as I try to flex the muscles of my optimism, at this moment they feel a little bit atrophied.
Techno-hormone balance restored. Dopamine levels are nominal.
Weirdly enough, this is less performative but more stable. If that makes sense. I don't know if it's the RAM situation or what, but it's not as like the other one was just like all. Oh yeah, they want me to do the consume again. I didn't consume it. Oops, that's on me. Okay, I'm gonna consume it. Okay, now it's getting back to the. Yeah, it's performances. Woo! Maybe it's just a bad performing game. But anytime those explosions occurred, GG no Yuri. And it's not even getting close to the performance level that we were getting on the other device. Let me exit real quick just to make sure. We're gonna go back in. Because it's nowhere near close. It's like one was getting to 60 when it was like nothing happened, and this one's getting to 30. Very strange. Very, very strange behavior, guys. I'm starting to think these companies, the whole like everybody working together to keep the prices up for RAM is insane to me. I mean, it's typical. It's not like I'm surprised per se, but it's just kind of like the corruption is at an all-time high, in my opinion. It's a lot of corruption.
So I suppose your best will have to suffice.
Insider trading, a lot of that is it's at an all-time high. Kind of crazy. I don't got my other gun. Oh, I do. Okay. So I got two guns. Okay. And here we are, just trying to play our video games, not realizing they upping the price on us. They upping the skull every chance they get.
Sometimes it almost feels like I'm in a dream. A dream I can't wake up from.
Warning. IST units inbound.
I like the gameplay though. It wasn't so poorly performing, but I will more than likely just play it elsewhere. But maybe the Legion Go S can save us on the handheld front. I mean, we can try for different settings after the fact to try to see if we can get more performance. But yeah, kind of crazy. Body.
Final wave incoming.
Oh, it's the final wave. Launch. Oh, he blow up stuff too. Nice. What up, Kool-Aid man? How you feeling, man? Shoot, what plans you got for today? All right, we tested this portion, so now we got to go to the Legion Go S. Honestly, this is like not performing as well as I would expect. Probably have to go low on view distance, foliage, anti-aliasing still be high, post-processing probably be low, reflections medium is fine. We're on screen space already. This is not great, so we're gonna still stick with low medium for everything for now, and then we'll try to go in like tweak what we can. It's just not a good showing at this point, though. All right, let's exit and let's switch to the Legion Go S now. Getting ready to play some Vampire Survivor. Nice, 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 nice. Did you try the other one, the Vampire Crawlers, the deck building one? Did you even see that? I played that one a little bit. It was pretty interesting, but you know, for a little couple minutes of fun, I suppose. I think it's called Vampire Crawlers. I think that's the name of it. Basically, they expand it. Right. Is it not on? Oh, there we go. There we go. This is not the Legion Go 2, sorry. I always forget to change. I need to change it when I'm like visibly looking at this the device. Now this is the Z1 Extreme 32 gig running SteamOS. Isn't it weird that it goes to 19 frames? Like, what were they doing in the menu?
Earth, our cradle, our protective shell became a deadly trap. It got too small and we wouldn't stop growing. We had to get out. We challenged the stars, but they were beyond our reach.
I am expecting this to do
It would
better,
seem that as a species,
to be honest.
we have finally reached
They always
our
do
limit.
better with Unreal Engine games.
Until now. Introducing the core.
Plus, they always have the
Using the
shaders.
latest
So
advancements in biotechnology, we can digitize what makes us human. Creativity, consciousness, resilience, empathy, and store it in secure psyche units. Cores. Enter the era of portable population. On the far side of the universe, we found a place to start again. We build Mobius, an orbital city floating above planet Vulcan. There, stored securely in cores, the future citizens await its completion. Free of past limitations, we have finally conquered time and space. With core technology, we render human life cycle obsolete. Thus, Project Eden began.
it's called Metal Eden. No, just don't tell me worse performance. Ooh, it is worse. This is a poorly optimized game.
Targets
Ah, I
neutralized.
see.
Hornet, core Server stream unstable.
I see you for what you are.
Deactivated. Objective: locate defunct hyper unit. Restore core ripper function.
And what we're at 20 TDP. Seems like this is one of those games that's gonna force you to play plugged in. Full wattage. Yeah, this is literally like chugging
Look at you.
just as bad.
Hyper units
Okay.
first baby steps. Run, jump, finger on the trigger. I suggest haste.
Just to double check. We're gonna do our restart again. Just to be 100%, but ain't looking too hot. Definitely gonna have to find some decent settings on this mug, but it just be GG's for this game on the go. They used all those special settings for absolutely no reason.
Hyper units first baby steps. Run, jump, finger on the trigger. I
Yeah,
suggest
we're at like 32.
haste. The situation is suboptimum.
25.
Find a defunct hyper unit. Piece by piece, assemble yourself back together. Try to make this run worthwhile.
ISF Arsenal Depot breached. POC weaponry unlocked. Hyper unit in range.
Woo! Yeah, this is pretty bad. I don't really know what else to say on this one.
Vertical run activated.
What we're doing is bigger than you and I, Eska. The road we walk is paved by those who shared this dream before me. And even more, by those who wanted to oppose it. I'm not going to
We're gonna hop back to the Xbox Ally X because that was the most.
elusive content.
I guess we want to start with the least performative one to see if we can get to a decent performance, and then we'll go back across the other ones to get their performance level. But yeah, this isn't ideal. played Borderlands on 1 on the Steam Deck, and it runs 60 FPS perfectly. Nice. Favorite entry, Linderman? What's your favorite entry in that franchise? I go first. 2. Too easy. I really like what they did in 4, but 2 still my favorite. I like the mobility in 4 more, I suppose. Two got way too much of my time. Either 1 or 2, never played or seen 4. You never seen Borderlands 4? Really? I think it came out 2 years ago or a year ago. One or two. I think it was a year ago. They was working to fix it because they had put out a big update in November because they definitely put it out broken. So you probably right now the best time to play it because it runs pretty decently on handhelds now.
You are determined to do your best.
And they fixed a lot of it.
So I suppose your best will have to suffice.
I think we can get like a decent 50 FPS, 45 FPS experience on the go now. Oh, 3700X, 7000 XD, nice. Nice.
I've been doing it for so long. Sometimes it almost feels like I'm in a dream.
What up, Top G? This is Metal Eden. I think they got it on loaded.com right now for $8. Oh, I can't believe I got it. All right, let's do it in this area because what I want to do is try to get to at least like a 40 on here or something. Nice, Fit Girl has it. I'm gonna play this. Nice, nice, nice. If we go AMD FSR balanced, see what happens. Okay. Looks worse, but at least we get into like 40s. And then we do some optimizations on those. Shading, we can go low. View distance low, foliage low, visual effects low, global is fine, anti-aliasing is at quality, that's fine, post-processing low, reflections of medium, that's fine. For screen space, oh, probably not reflections because it's got a lot of surfaces. And Desync, we at balance. I think that should be fine. Let's see where we at now. Ooh. Let's see that. What's that caused by? Is that the post-processing? Maybe shading? I'm gonna go shading first to see if that fixes it. If it's not that, it's probably post-processing. It's gonna go down. It's gotta be the post-processing. Or reflections. It could be reflections. Ooh, it's probably reflections. Reflections are pretty bad. Dang. Ooh, that was bad. Okay. Gotta keep reflections at least medium. But we're now at like 46, 44. We're getting a lot of ghosting as we travel, but so it's a much more smoother experience than what it was just at. We are at balanced on 720p already, so take that with a grain of salt, but at least we're sitting at like 40 40-ish in this area.
Targets down.
Okay. Get a decent 40 FPS experience, I suppose. That's the changes and adjustments, but I don't know. It's a lot of they use way too much of Unreal Engine, and now we have to do almost the crappiest of maybe if we turn off those completely, like if we don't have reflections at all, like disable. Let's see what that. Bro, this show looks like a totally different game without reflections. That's insane. Maybe we should go all out on reflections, shoot, and turn everything else off. What the heck? That's weird. Let's go high on reflections, bro. How long of a battery life does it last with this type of game? With this type of game for the Legion Go S, it'd probably be like hour and 20, no, probably hour and 35, 34, probably like hour and 40, bro. Like it's worse than the Xbox Ally X and the Legion Go 2 for sure, but it's not like uber worse. Like those will give you like 2 hours and 15, 2 hours or something like that. 2 hours and 15, well, probably like 2 hours and 13, 2 hours. It's usually around like 2 hours. You can probably get like another 30 minutes or so. Like I'm talking 20 TDP on all of them. If you go lower than that, obviously you can get more, but 20 TDP is my like max for the most part on my optimizations. At least for now, like since I started over the last like month. Before it was all over the place. You can go look at my settings to check out what I was doing then, but now I'm just like focusing on the portability of it all. So I get like 5 hours on Borderlands 1. Yeah, that's expected. It's kind of like depending on what game you're playing. Like if you was playing like Devil May Cry 4 or something like that, you'll probably get like 5 hours. But on this system, you'll probably still get like 3 hours and 50, probably like 4 hours or so. The battery life on this is the weakest by far on the Legion OS, but it's much more powerful than Steam Deck. So there is compromises there. Steam Deck has a lot of good Steam Deck has a lot of good qualities about it, just not as powerful. All right, so we're not doing terrible with these settings. We might want to claw back a little bit more resolution if we can, and kind of go from there. When did they come out? I don't know. I think this one came out in 2025. I want to say. I think it was like around last summer, 2025. All right, let's go to let's go back to the Xbox X. Yeah, back to the Xbox. Xbox. The heck is all this stuff on my mat? Oops, picked the wrong thing. No, I still enjoy my Steam Deck. I should probably download it just to test it. Um, on here as well. Probably test it on both, but I don't really want to test it on this because it's like I already know it's not gonna perform well. But and then we test it on both. We do that later. We're not gonna do it today. I don't think so. But just to have it queued up, I suppose. Faster, 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 faster. You can go faster than this. You can go faster than this. You got the OLED. Yeah, I got the OLED one. Okay. We will install it just for giggles. Let me change the name. All right. Yeah, I got mine like 3 years ago and I'm still going strong. Yeah. I got my Steam Deck. The first one was when it first came out. And then the OLED when it first came out. I sold my Steam Deck. I don't remember where I sold it to. I just sold it online. Um Plus my original Steam Deck had the mushy B problem. You had to like change out the thing. The person I sold it to didn't care though. It was like something was sticking, I think. I remember that being a problem. It was so long ago, I forget now, but all right, we had shading low, view distance low, foliage low, visual effects low, post processing was low, reflections were still medium, and screen space high quality lighting, motion blur disabled, VSync disabled, and then we went to upscaling balanced. Bye. And then we can go here, let's go to campaign, and let's just start another new one.
Earth, our cradle, our
We can skip
protective
this
shell.
stuff. Now this will have the other factor of now being already played, shader compilation, all that good jazz too. So I expect it to hold higher to a 60 than anything, which it's already showing well.
Targets neutralized.
Warning. Core stream unstable. Core ripper deactivated. Objective. Locate defunct hyperunit. Restore core ripper function.
Hate the fuzziness of it all. We might have to up the res. It seems so fuzzy.
No. Look at
But it's holding closer to 60 than I expected, which is good. Still getting drops to 50s, but
finger on the trigger.
this game seems to just be unstable. It's got like a lot of
Haste.
like weird shader compilation things. It honestly might be a situation where frame jam makes sense on this one, just because of how much instability it is in it.
Back together.
But
But
yeah, because we're only at like 87% of our utilization on our GPU, which is crazy. If it was actually utilizing the full range, it would probably be a better situation. He always slide out the way. They both do. FPS on this game is wild. These things are pretty powerful now, especially with the right settings. But it's like, I don't like how cluttered the image looks, or rather, it looks better when you're just looking at it on the other screen, and I switched it to that at some point. But you know, when you blow it up, I'm looking at it on my full screen, I'm like, I can see all the imperfections. You're obviously not gonna see all that when you're just playing it normally, but I can see it. And like, we're still dipping to like 30 when more different enemies come online. It's like, it's not even shader compilation, it's like core optimization in some way, shape, or form. I don't know, because we've already seen all of these. So what's the hold up now? No clue. Like, why is it not just running smoothly? It may be setting up, but it doesn't even seem like that would be the case, because it may be a CPU boost will help with that. We can try that in the next room. See if CPU boost will effectively help, because we do have options on these devices, like where you can like boost the CPU utilization. Sometimes that effectively works. Obviously, I'm not even running it at the full TDP, so if I was running it at the full TDP, it'd be even better. But like right now, sitting in this screen, we're at 7980, right? If we were to boost the TDP to full, which is just giving it more power to work with. Wait, let's see what that starve CPU will do now, but it looked like it's not going to do much more. Yeah, looked like we was getting like 90% of our utilization. It might be more stable though. It might provide more stability, but it looked like we were getting most of our performance that we needed out of it. Let me switch back to no CPU boost real quick just to make sure. Looks like CPU boost helped a little bit. Let's turn it back on. Definitely helped. So let's go ahead and go back to our regular 20 TDP. Oops. Why the volume go down? The heck? Keep it at 40. $20. $20. $30. Yeah. CPU boost might be ideal for this game just because we are getting more utilization now, and it might help with the dips. Can you dock your Xbox Ally X to a 2K monitor? Yeah, you can. This is docked to a 4K monitor. 2K is fine. There's no problem with that. But don't you need an Xbox account for this? No, you don't need an Xbox account. You need a Microsoft account. But they just took that away too. You no longer need a Microsoft account to set up Windows 11. But you used to.
I'm not going to lie to you. I despise delusive content above all.
Survival rating dropped to 0.554%.
As hard as I try to flex the muscles of my optimism, at this moment they feel a little
Yeah, capping it to 60 might help with that as well. You're absolutely right. With like stability and everything. Or 45. Just capping it at something that will allow it to like stabilize. Makes sense. But it's still like dipping below, so it's not necessarily the highs that are the problem, it's the lows that are a problem, when the lows are very impactful. Does the game have internal cap? I believe so. I think it does. Maybe not. It's input. I don't think it has a display option. So maybe not. It does not. It does have frame gen though, which would. Ooh, what the heck? What the heck happened? Oh, I capped it. Why is it introducing all that up and down? I think it just got worse. Why is he right there? Come here. Man, I know how to do this already. Yeah. But yeah, it does have frame gen, like help smooth stuff out, but I don't like frame gen at all, so I would not use it. It's just that the lows are still low. So maybe going to quality would still be beneficial for like clarity, but outside of that, really, like the game itself is poorly optimized, so there's no really getting around it. It's going to just keep dropping for you.
mean to discourage you.
You've been noticing a real change. Yeah, I've been restarting it as well. It hasn't really changed the impact on this game, but that's fine. We can restart it real quick. But yeah, it doesn't really change the overall dips. Like it's just like extremely. It has like very hard swings high, very hard swings low. Mm-mm-mm. They also have that auto SR stuff, but you'll need that. To balance the graphics, since if you go 35, 45, 55, maybe you need to use a high on somewhere to avoid. What do you mean, Apple? Not sure I'm following. You're saying like use a high setting in order for it to stabilize? Or something else? Maybe I'm just understanding you wrong.
I don't mean to discourage you. You are determined to do your best. So I suppose your best will have to suffice.
No problem, no problem. Appreciate you chatting.
I've been doing it for so long. Sometimes it almost
Does it
feels
feel
like I'm in
better?
a dream I can't wake
No,
up.
not really. But it does, like, it stabilizes when you're not have enemies. Once I get into these arenas, that's really the problem. It just drops consistently. I mean, at least it's consistently dropping, but it drops. So it doesn't feel good while in combat, which is pretty much a no-no, I suppose. It needs to feel good in combat, and it doesn't. It's fine when you're just traversing, but once I jump back into combat, it's like fluctuating again. So this it's doing a lot better of holding it right now, but it just fluctuates, unfortunately.
Target's down.
It's not necessarily the drops, it's like these hitches. So there's like a massive hitches when that drop occurs. So if it was just a drop, it'd be fine. But the frame time is telling like literally there's like large, like that was when I just paused the menu, that's fine. But when I'm like in the middle of fighting, there is a literal drop, significant drop that causes it to basically break off the flow. All of this tearing you're seeing right now, that will help if I turn on like VSync, because it seems like the VRR is broken anyway, so you need to turn it on just so you can have a more stable when you're like panning of the camera. So now it doesn't have those tears. But on top of that is when you go into those dips, because I now have on VSync, it's like a lose-lose situation. It's not going to allow me to like take advantage of, there's something literally just wrong with the game. I'm not gonna be able to take advantage of the software or the stuff that like helps with this stuff. There's two things I'm fighting against. I'm fighting against a poorly completed VSync or VRR implementation, but then there's also the dips and the stutters. It says disable VSync and VRR active, no AMD optimized, just active. Do you use Armory for using anti-lag in those settings? No, I don't use anything like here. But you're talking about like the Armory crates options for their anti-lag options, or are you talking about AMD's options like over here? Like the lower latency, VSync, all this stuff. Like I don't use any of, I don't know why that's an even target thing, but no, I don't use any of this stuff. I don't know why the display is showing at 48 Hertz. That's a very, very weird. I don't know why would it be at 48. And now it's at 60. And I asked for 120. Yeah, with FreeSync enabled, I don't really see any. Not sure what you're looking for. They get confused. You need to just use the AMD to the profile game. Okay. Let's see. I will follow your instructions. Apple Central Talking. AMD. No. Did it really have to do that right now? It makes it really small for some reason, but I'm starting up AMD. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, they do. It's just for some reason it's not starting up. So I might have to switch to Windows Desktop. I don't like doing it, but for some reason it ain't starting. Which normally doesn't take this long. So let's go to Windows Desktop. Let's go to AMD. Surprised it didn't start up. Okay. And then we go to the gaming and we go to Metal Eden. What are you looking for? Yeah, it's hard to pull it up sometimes. It usually works normally, but it didn't work that time. AMD anti-lag, okay. You think that it will let you buy the Xbox Ally X OLED screen upgrade for the rec? Probably not, DP. I don't think so. Wait for vertical refresh. Is it, you said off, or just don't turn this on unless application specifies? Okay. And then AMD FreeSync, AMD optimize. Just turn it to on. Okay. Now try again. Okay. And turn off VSync. Gotcha. No tearing. All right, we gotta do the core thing again, though. Where am I get a core from? Goofy. Goofy. Oh, I can just shoot him too. Goofy. Rip core. All right. Punch roll. So you're basically saying, don't let AMD optimize that for you. Leave VSync, leave virtual refresh, wait for the vertical refresh, and then anti-lag is to kind of help with the smoothness. Okay. Appreciate you. But I would honestly restart. Okay. So yeah, we can probably not only restart, we're probably just gonna go back to the restart the whole system. But I appreciate that. And then cap to 60. And then cap to 60. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. I got you, G. What game am I playing? I'm playing that was Metal Eden. Cap should be there. Yeah. I'm a cap it through the armory crate, but you're saying it should be in the game, Apple? How good does Black Flag play on the Legion go to? I haven't tried it yet. Curious if you know. I do not know, Jingles. I don't know. I would say that it runs pretty decently because I've seen it run on the Steam Deck, but so instead of using Armory Crate, Apple, you saying use Radeon Chill instead? Like you wouldn't use this FPS limiter here? Oh, because they confuse each other and apply different settings. So then if I was to use, because I technically use Riva Tuner, would that be better? Or should I still just use Radeon Chill? Because I do use Riva Tuner. Or are you aware? Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So then I would probably need to start up this first just to be sure it actually boots. So I can actually see it. in case I need to go into Metal Eden and change the Radion Chill. I'm not sure why it's not propping up no more. Oh, there it go. Now it works. All right, cool. Metal Eden. And he said, go in here and also use Radion Chill and turn it to 60. What is this difference? Sets the peak potential frame rate when detecting fast motion. As more motion is detected, the FPS will ramp closer to the peak value. I think this is something different than what we're trying to do. Set the idle target rate when there's no motion detected with AMD. Okay, so they both should just be 60, just to be safe. Anti-lag and Radeon Chill not competitor. Oh, better for anti-lag, but cap it somehow. Not through Radeon Chill. Gotcha. So then I would probably be wanting to use my River Tuner then, which we gonna test all this function. Apple, I appreciate you, man. So it would probably be through my River Tuner then, which is what I use to cap my frame rates. But I have to start the game first. Close. Escape. Okay. Close. Focus. Metal Eden. Play. This is a lot, but once we get it, we should have it. I guess the control apply. Yeah. Control Shift Add. Cancel. Control Shift Add. Is this it? It must be it. And then I just go low, and then I do a 60. That way, we're out of it. Hoping it works better. I'll cross my finger. We are going to have. So even if I was to put on, so even then you wouldn't want to put on CPU boost or nothing like that either. Does that make sense? To not turn on CPU boost too, since it's like interconnectivity. Yeah. That's what I was appreciate the clarification. So it's like almost as if you got to pick one or the other type situation. I never knew that. Can't have both. Can't have your cake and eat it too, I suppose. Really? Let's just go new game. Let's go normal.
Earth, our cradle, our protective shell.
That makes it hot, so it gives it stuttering
It
to avoid thermal throttling.
We had to get out. We challenged the
I did see
stars,
that
but they were
it
beyond our
actually,
reach.
so it doesn't have
It would
any
seem that
good
as a
values,
species,
Apple, because
we
literally when
finally
we was
reached our
just doing
limit.
it kind of went up like, I
Introducing
don't know, like 8
the core.
FPS.
Using the latest advancements in biotechnology, we can digitize what makes us human.
What about BitLocker?
Creativity, consciousness,
That is
empathy,
still
and stored in secure
probably
psyche
on.
units, cores. Enter the era of portable population. On the far side of the universe, we
Go
found a place to
higher
start
on
again.
APU
We built
levels.
Mobius,
What's that?
an orbital city floating above planet Vulcan. There, stored securely in cores, the future citizens await its completion, free of past limitations.
This is Metal Eden.
Core stream unstable.
Targets neutralized.
Warning. Core stream unstable. Core ripper deactivated. Objective. Locate defunct hyper unit. Restore core ripper function.
Why is it not capping at 60? Did I not do the cap? Or is it just not hitting me yet? No, it should be capped at 60. Control F. Control Shift F. That's weird. One momento. Can you let me in? Probably should just do the restart too, but River Tuner is not kicking in, which is weird. It's at 60. I never hit apply. I don't need to hit apply. I should just apply. 60. You say you believe it's there, but it's literally going above it. You said go higher on APU levels. Oh, just to test like the additional wattage. I mean, that's fine. We can do that later. I'm just more so trying to get to make sure that the cap is it. I think you said 32, 32, 40. Yeah, we can do that in a sec. I'm just verifying that the cap is on, which I don't think it is. Maybe because I didn't restart it yet or something. That's the game though. If I hit Control Shift, oh, is it capping the game overlay and not what I'm trying to do? If I hit Control Shift Add, is this AMD? This might be AMD. Why is the game not getting detected? I might have added the wrong thing, because the game not getting detected for some reason. But it said it's an executable. The FPS will go higher, Apple. I'm more so looking at it from a battery consumption level, but I will take your advice as well with that just later. Once we actually figure out the stuff that we were talking about initially, which is the cap and everything else. All right, so here, you're actually in the game. You hit Control Shift Add. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's Metal Eden. This can go. You don't need anything on this. There you go, buddy. 60. 60. All right. And now, with that, let's check if frame rate is there. Control Shift S. Control Shift F. And then we're gonna restart it completely again. Ah, there it is. Okay, we don't really have to do much else. It's there. But we're gonna go to we're gonna go back to Xbox mode. So we're gonna restart the whole thing entirely again. I don't like that I gotta go out of Windows desktop to mess with River Tuner. Like that's the only way I can do it. Can't do it within the Xbox mode, which is very annoying. It might be a way to do it, but I just haven't figured it out. Like how to actually mess with River Tuner within. So I did a bunch of shortcuts, but I don't have a shortcut to be able to add a new game and do like the whole swap. So you never use River Tuner? Yeah, I like River Tuner. That's my overlay basically. It's been pretty cool to work with. Some games don't like it, but for the most part, it hasn't been like as bad. But the VSync thing that you just taught me about, that's gonna probably I'm gonna check out Resident Evils because every Resident Evil game had that problem, and I was like, bro, why is it like this? So I turn on VSync. But if it's actually just how my stuff was set up, then we need to reevaluate that. So let's go ahead and hit play on here. Bitwalker is a what? What is that? BitLocker is a I don't know what that mean. What that mean, Apple? Oh. Yeah, gotcha. Really? Do you be getting full utilization on your stuff, Apple? Like, do you have a handheld as of now? Like, so I follow you to the promised land if you're getting all your utilization on your handheld. I just gotta document it because when I test stuff, I don't like to if I'm doing extra stuff to get somewhere, like that wasn't extra. That was just using the tools we got to take advantage. But then it's like, adding stuff, the debloating. I'm like, I don't know how. It's not complicated, but it just adds a layer of the misconception, I suppose, or maybe not misconception, but it's like almost like a feeling of misleading because I gotta explain all the things that we did our prior to get to this performance versus just having that performance available and walking through everything that we did. Like we can walk through the VSync stuff, but it's a little more tricky. Why is it not showing? Control S. You got a 90 FPS. So what does your utilization usually be at? Like, does it cap out at 99? Does it cap at 93 sometimes? Like, literally right now I'm at 93% utilization. If you were to play, like, certain games obviously will go to the full. Like Crimson Desert is one game I know that uses the whole GPU utilization on the APU. Is there times where you see like, oh, I'm using like 99% of my GPU utilization, or is it most of the time it's hovering around 92, 93?
Piece by piece, assemble yourself back together.
It's the #1 reason for stuttering. Interesting.
Worthwhile.
ISF Arsenal Depot breached. POC weaponry unlocked.
I'm still getting a wobble, but it's definitely not as bad as it was prior
Hyperunit in range.
when it comes to the the BRR situation. Like still a wobble, like I can still see a line right in the middle, but it's definitely not as bad as it was prior. Maybe they reset my stuff, but I doubt it. We can go check. It could be just due to the performance dropping. But I can see a line that goes down the line when I do like something, some type of explosion or something. What up, Rohan? Yeah, we playing Metal Eden, and this is the Xbox Ally X. We're trying to figure out. Yeah, my guy Apple in here helping me out with tearing issues, and trying to figure out a good way to get a 60 that is steady. He has some success at this point, but it's looking like the game is just all over the place. Still, maybe a 45, 60. But what's really bothering me is the utilization. It goes low because we're at 20 on the APU. So it has nothing to do with GPU utilization. It has everything to do with just less power. Well, I mean, that's the trade-off, I suppose. I wouldn't say that feeding it more power, but that persistent line in the middle, that's annoying me. I don't like that. But but I guess that's the trade-off. I mean, if I was hoping for like I think the one thing that we can say, I guess we can do that restart here, restart the mission, and now we're going to go under here with the what was it, 32, 32, 35 that you said?
It got too small and we wouldn't stop growing. We had to get out. We challenged the stars, but they were beyond our reach. It would seem that as a species, we have.
So if it means that you're just taking advantage of your full GPU utilization, what would stop something from? It's not because I'm looking at both the CPU, right? And I'm looking at both the GPU, and I'm looking at them kind of hit a certain metric or like percentage or whatever, right? So if we were to go, I know you said like 32, something like that. 32, 32, 40, you said? Da, 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 da. 32, 32, 40, yeah. So said because the texture is being high.
Targets neutralized.
Warning. Core stream unstable. Core ripper deactivated. Objective. Locate defunct hyperunit. Restore core ripper function.
Perimeter reached. All units on high alert.
Look at you. Hyperunit's first baby steps. Run, jump, finger on the trigger. I suggest haste. The situation is suboptimal. You need to find
It's almost as if we got
hyperunit. Piece by piece, assemble yourself back together. Try to make this run worthwhile.
It's a weird one. It really is. If I use 35, 35, 42. You think so? I don't think it's changing much. I mean, we can try it. I don't know why it reintroduces the ARR issue, but now it's flickering. Let me go back to. I'm gonna double check my AMD stuff. This is like my little shortcut, but it seems like it's not on. Maybe I shouldn't be touching stuff in here. Look like they cut my stuff off. Come on, AMD. You got this. There we go. Right. Why'd they turn off my stuff? What happened? I was wondering why I was running so weird. I was like, we just fixed this. Anti-lag. On, unless specified. That stuff's still on. They turned off anti-lag for some reason. Okay. So this stuff is still on though. The VSync stuff is still on. They turned off anti-lag. Wonder why. Anyways, so then we should be fine, but I'm still getting like weird tears. Let me make sure there's nothing weird going on in here. Like I didn't realize. VSync is disabled. Frame rate limit, upscaling, quality. Okay. You're saying we should probably update some settings in here for like a more consistent around what we're actually pushing to get to 100%. Let's see. So let's do let's restart this mission again.
Earth, our cradle, our protective
Metal
shell
eating got
became
it.
a deadly trap. It got too small and we wouldn't stop
Graphics are too
growing.
low now. You know
We
this
had
is
to
the
get
thing. You need
out.
to balance that games
We
pretty
challenged the
well, but of
stars,
course,
but they were
around your
beyond our reach.
battery.
It would seem that as a
And
species,
metal eating
we have
got
finally
it.
reached our limit.
Textures, just the textures. Got it. And then obviously restart. Okay. Epic. Let's go epic. Might be doing too much. And then let's restart. Anti-aliasing low. Never other things that can use GPU. Textures use VRAM. Anti-aliasing is too heavy, especially in the ambient occlusion. all the things that should be low or off. Oh, texture should be low. Just texture is mid. Anti-aliasing low. Interesting. I didn't do it for money, man, for the feeling. I made it through the. Prefer, yeah. No, I appreciate you. Like I said, I do this all the time. I don't mind taking people's advice. Definitely ain't. I'm definitely not someone that would be like, oh, I know everything. That's for sure. Obviously, I won't do this all the time because I still got to control the stream. But since we're talking, you're giving good advice. Obviously, I'm gonna pay attention. That's as simple as it gets. But I think you said anti-aliasing low. You said illumination low. I think the only thing that we might want to keep is this, because the game looks very weird if you turn off reflection. Maybe resolution. And then apply. Now we're at the, let's go hit, just do new game again.
Earth, our cradle.
And then I think the only other thing that we should tweak is the still annoying. It's not like it's not waiting. Like we barely acted.
Targets neutralized.
Warning, core stream unstable. Core ripper deactivated. Objective.
Like the VRR is still failing for some reason. And I don't know if it's because I got something, because it was literally just working. But there's nothing on outside of what's already in AMD that would cause it to fail. And if we go to the profile, on, I don't know, but it's failing. It was working before though. That's what's confusing me. It's like not anymore.
Perimeter breached. All units on high alert.
Yeah, 60 FPS is definitely looking to be more stable, but it's really around this corner where we get to the enemies is where it buckles again, because it still was fine during traversal. It's only when we get to like a bunch of enemies that's when it starts to like spaz out, which it is still doing. I don't know.
Piece by piece, assemble yourself back together. Try to make this run
So,
worthwhile.
and now it's like 74.
ISF arsenal depot breached. POC weaponry unlocked.
But that cap on top of like Maybe we got to do some deeper digging into that because I don't know why the VRR is not properly engaging. Like there's some games that it just properly works on, and there's some games that just be like weird, but literally this one was different because we kind of fixed it. So what happened? Yeah, it's pretty much like these guys are like every time something new pops up on the screen, it still do the same thing, and this is not shader issues. The game really. Change it to 30, 30, 36. Closer. That's my past life right there. First time I played this game, I didn't even realize they were like hanging previous versions of myself up.
What we're doing is bigger than you and I, Asuka. The road we walk is paved by those who shared this dream before me. And even more, by those who wanted to oppose it. I'm not going to lie to you. I despise delusive content above all.
Survival rating dropped to 0.554%.
As hard as I try to flex the muscles of my optimism, at this moment they feel a little bit atrophied.
Yeah, I think the balancing part is really like the bigger factor because everybody can have, but at the same time, I think that this sometimes is just also the game itself. Because I've played plenty of games and I've optimized for plenty of games. It's just more so like sometimes it's not nothing that the system itself can solve for. It's like almost like the game. So I get it both. I get that both ways, as in like the game itself can be causing issues, but then it's also like the system. You can also have system issues. In my opinion, this isn't really the system. I think this is the game, but. Because it's like stuttering for, and I remember this game being the one that had like a lot of, it's not like controversial, but it was like poor performance, a lot of that feedback from it. Pretty sure if I was to play it on my rig, it'll probably exhibit the same behavior. You think the cap at 45 will solve it?
Discourage you. You are determined.
Right. I think it's gonna just, when I see stuff like this, I feel like they just move the goalposts. No cap. I feel like they move the goalpost and you end up still having that issue after you switch it down to lower. We'll just play it like this for now, but that's what I usually see. Like they'll just lower the utilization further because it's not necessarily reading that, and then it gets like, oh wow, he didn't knock me out. What the heck? What is that? Must be still clicking stuff in the background. Is it reads essentially what you're trying to do. So it's like like you said, it's a balancing act. Higher resolution usually will like keep the utilization high, but at the same time, once you drop it to 45 and try to get some stability around your frame time, it never really works out the way I want it to. But we will play the next area and see. Hopefully it does.
I've been doing it for so long.
And it seemed like I'm not having my, oh, there we go.
Feels like
Let's switch
I'm in a
back.
dream.
I was trying to figure out, like,
I can't wake up from it.
I'm messing with the VRR2 to test that. Am I getting the anniversary one go? Nah, probably not. That thing costs, I'm pretty sure it's gonna cost a pretty penny, but they are selling it separately now, so that's a good thing. They finally said they will sell it separately, which is good. We in this one and it's working. Oh, we're still getting a little bit, but a lot more 45 than it is anything else. Not dying. But I wouldn't want to increase graphics at this wattage, right? I probably just want to go back down to the 20. Because I'm still trying to optimize for 20 TDP, not where I'm at. So wouldn't I want to leave the graphics the same and then switch it to a lower wattage? Or no? Will it basically defeat the purpose?
Warning. IFT unit inbound.
Bro, I keep dying quick. Can't improve it without impacting it lower than 45 average. No, I'm not talking about the. So you're saying that you can have, so I can have it both ways. If I was to increase the graphics, so basically start to try to claw back a little bit more resolution or something. If I was to do that and then lower it to 20 TDP, would it still hit the target of 45? That's what I was asking. Or do I have to pick one? Because I'm trying to go back to 20 TTP. Like, ideally, I wouldn't play it at this. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I wouldn't want to play it at the current wattage utilization. I'm getting cooked now at 45. I ain't gonna lie. I'm getting smacked. Hold on. So let's see. It would still be 20, 20, and 30. Let's see what that does. Oops. Didn't mean to take a screenshot.
Warning. ISC unit inbound.
Let me go 4.
Second wave incoming.
So the monitor is actually showing you frames.
Final wave.
Dang, am I dying? I'm dying off the goofiest stuff. I mean, it's a good way to test it, but keep dying. It's annoying me.
Warning. ISC
All right, let me pull your heart. Let me shoot you. If I stay down here, I can't get shot by everybody. Let me go back to my heater.
second wave incoming.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the Xbox Allies low frame. Yeah. Did I miss? Keep saying low ammo. I have no clue how I keep dying to these people.
Warning. ISC unit inbound.
I mean, I didn't think I sucked that bad.
Second wave incoming.
I did let him shoot me. That was bad. Give me your heart, man. Okay, get some health.
Final wave incoming.
down.
Easy. Is that your 4K monitor? I can't believe it if it is. Yeah, it's I'm pushing it out to a monitor, but it's still running at 720p, but it's upscaling, I suppose. It's the LG OLED. It's a TV really, but I use it as a monitor. It wasn't bad. But the charge to the graphics is heavy. Yeah, I agree. I think that it still bothers me that it's only using like 52%, because if I'm at 45 and we were to go to like 1600 by 9 or something, I mean that'd be a more acceptable, you know, resolution, and then you will get like a little bit more clarity. And now we're at 75%, 80% utilization. I mean, granted, when it get busy, it's not going to be that way because it's so sporadically all over the place. Now it's fine because we're not doing anything. But once you start to like get enemies on the screen again, it's going to do the same thing it's been doing, which is buckle. Not bad though. I want to see if we go back into that. Ooh, can I restart that little area? No, I can't. I wanted to start that area again, see what it looks like. Wait, so even if it's 720p to 1080, I think because it's not set to 4K, is it? My internal screen, I thought I set it to 1080, or maybe it's actually using the native resolution as the one that's targeting, or the upscaler. And then when I do the duplication, let's see, because the reason why I stopped doing the duplication is because of that exact reason. Oh shoot, I messed up. Oh, there we go. Like I would just duplicate the regular screen, so that way we would have like a view of what it looks like on the actual device. But I started to see like performance differences versus what I wanted to see. So if I was to go here, and obviously it's 1600 by 900, so it's not necessarily saying it's targeting that screen anymore, it's targeting this screen, which would give us kind of what you can kind of be able to, what you're going to experience on the go at that 20 TDP. Are you saying like, but if you have it native 1080p, then 720 is just fine? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm not expecting that to improve performance. I thought you meant like you're hindering your performance, but by pushing it out to the 4K native. I'm like, well, it's more of just like a viewing experience, not necessarily trying to hit that target. I think it's that 1080 think the screen itself is still trying to do that stuff, but how was I supposed to kill this guy? I don't remember anymore. Is it like a stagger an enemy? Okay. Yeah, stagger. My conclusion is that this game is easily moved by this council.
This is exactly what hyper units were made for.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm not saying that you're wrong there. It's more of one, being uncomfortable with 45 FPS. Two, really knowing but that VRR stuff, of course, because if you turn on VSync, you're gonna have a little bit less fluidity, which I think kind of was helped with your suggestions there with the VRR, make sure it's like the sync and all that stuff, because now I'm not seeing it on the actual device. So maybe it was something to do with my monitor, you know what I mean? And then one is also understanding that this game just fluctuates a lot, so targeting, even trying to go higher on the resolution might not be a good idea, because when you do get to those rough spots where you need more of your GPU, it kind of will showcase, like maybe if we go to 1600 by 900 instead of going to quality, we go to balanced on our FSR. That might give us a little bit more resolution, but also gives us a little bit more headroom, like stay around 60, because it seems like the game works well at 60 utilization versus like anything else, you know. Says, yeah, that's more GPU, lack of energy, but if you are on full APU, nothing else we can really do. Yeah.
Surface elevator to Vulcan is open.
Warning. ISP unit inbound.
I had blown up right in front of me. Right, no hill. The hip. Bro, get out of my way. I agree. I was wondering why it felt like so much smoother at times, and I was just like, it's performing worse, but it feels smoother. And it was like, I felt that a lot when I was switching between that and the Steam Deck. Missed. And that was on the Xbox Ally. I mean, but yeah, both of them have it, so it's really cool. If you can see the counter on the monitor of the screen, you'll see it's not 45. It goes 90, 120.
For now. Good run, Hyper.
I think I know what you're talking about. That's like the what Game Scope shows you on the Steam Deck. It's like an in between that they show. There's no counter for the monitor. I think it actually does show it on at least the Steam Deck, but it's not like it's using it, you know what I mean? At least that's what I saw. Maybe I was tripping, but when I saw it on my Legion Go S, it was kind of like showcasing additional like hertz or display elsewhere, not on the frame time. And I thought that must be something like, I thought that was a VRR window, but it could have been just talking to like what it's actually doing, which is cool. Okay, well, that's pretty much it for today. I appreciate you, Apple, talking and hanging out, man. Having a conversation around all this stuff. But I'll be back tomorrow around 5 to go over some more games, take a look at some more stuff. But we got to a point where we like what we got on Metal Eden. Took longer than anticipated, but we got to a point where we like it. It's just more now probably refinement. I think that right now we got like a steady 45 with decent visuals. I think that we may be able to pull some more out of it, but we'll see. We already are at 1600 by 900, so maybe going back to 720 with some additional things we could possibly. I think the target here is like 61% utilization on the GPU though. As long as we stay around there, we should be able to hit 45 no problem, and in hectic moments we should be still good. Just trying to balance battery, resolution, graphics. So we'll be doing that. I'll take a look at that over the weekend, over the rest of the weekend, and then Monday we'll probably talk about a different game, probably Midnight Suns, Marvel Midnight Suns, which probably should be okay. But I think it's a card deck building game that I wanted to try out. But yeah, appreciate y'all as usual. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. Big shout out to Apple for the advice and sticking through to the end. Appreciate you. Till next time, stay safe, stay beautiful, stay out the way. Peace.